This is in fact coming in from Balochistan. Pakistan has come under fresh scrutiny after a viral social media post claimed that Balochistan has declared itself as an independent nation under the name of Republic of Balochistan. The unverified claim alleges that the self-proclaimed republic now controls nearly 85% of Balochistan's territory and has established its own political and administrative institutions. There has been no official confirmation from the Pakistani government yet on this. With that, in fact, let's take a look at the recent attacks that have happened in the Balochistan region in Pakistan, and why this region has in fact been facing a lot of unrest. But remember that they have been protesting, a lot of in fact demonstrations are also taking place. We have been seeing a lot of attacks over the past few months as well. So Balochistan declaring itself independent. We are playing out a video as well that comes out regularly from the social media platforms and handles of the BLA. This is an attack on 14th July 2026 in Khuzdar, Balochistan. We have pointed it out on a map for you. So what you need to remember is this is the map of Pakistan, and you need to remember how many areas Balochistan or Liberation Army or the BLA has managed to in fact inflict damage, and we'll get that out for you. So this is the first attack that we are most recent attack. This is parked military vehicles targeted on the streets over here. You can see that video. They are carrying rocket launchers along with them over here, the Baloch rebels that are present. Let's look at another attack. This is the Gwadar port on 13th April 2026. The BLA attacks the Gwadar port as well. We've gotten that video. This is right outside the boat ferrying those Coast Guard personnel were in fact over here attacked by the BLA rebels. And remember, that is near the sea. So first it was exactly in the middle of Balochistan region, and next is the attack near the Gwadar port. So you can see the extent of reach that the BLA has right now in that region. Like they have mentioned in that viral social media post, they are claiming that they have control of all of these areas where they are attacking. Let's look at another attack. This one happened at Zargungar on 14th July 2026. BLA abducts and kills Pak personnel. Now remember that this became really highly controversial stuff, and why it was important is because what the BLA did was earlier they used to attack and then they used to move forward to another area. However, this particular attack at Zargungar was important because here the BLA actually proved that they can hold the area. So they climbed up on that hill, they took hostage, these Pak personnel were in fact taken hostage, and later on when they were in fact surrounded by other Pak military personnel, they actually killed all of these hostage Pak personnel. So remember, this was important. They have changed their entire warfare strategy, how they are in fact running around. It was not a guerrilla attack, it was not a surprise attack that they were doing on railway tracks or on highways. This was a particular strategic hold of a location. So a change in tactics of the BLA, they proved that they can in fact take control of a region and hold it for a specific amount of time. Let's look at another. So we saw how they attacked the Gwadar port, one port that can come under their control. Now let's also look at another port, which is the Jiwani port over here. On 3rd July 2026, Jiwani in Gwadar, the BLA conducts attack at the Panwan military camp. And remember that this was important is because an entire Coast Guard camp, this was a suicide attack that was in fact conducted over there, that they released an entire video on it. The Fiadin attacker actually drove his vehicle. There you have it. They in fact had drones placed in the air. BLA had drones placed in the air to capture proof of the attack. In fact, there were also singular men on foot, the BLA rebels on foot, to make sure that the people who survived this attack actually were killed in the ground assault. So they were in fact a multi-pronged attack was launched. They in fact had a vehicle that was following this entire attack, capturing the proof and the evidence. So clearly the BLA now organizing all its attack, making sure that it's tactical, it's strategic, and they control the entire area. Let's look at another attack that is coming in from a region which is near Zargunghar and Quetta, safe distance in the mountains over here. This happened on 13 July, and IED blast on park personnel vehicle. So these are some of the latest attacks obviously that we are trying to bring for you in this area, and you can see from the middle of the region to the ports, the BLA has expanded its range. The scope of operations of the BLA has increased in that region, and hence that the post is going viral on social media as well, now that they're claiming independence over here. Let's discuss this further with Lieutenant General Sanjay Kulkarni, who is a defense expert, who's joining us on the broadcast as well. Thank you so much, General Kulkarni, for taking out your time and for speaking to NewsX. We appreciate it. Very good morning to you. So I want to understand from your perspective, obviously these are claims that are not verified by the Pakistani government yet, but we are obviously seeing an increasing hold of the BLA in Balochistan region. We are seeing how the Pakistani government is failing to, get that restive region under control.
Thank you, Shivani. Good morning. I think at the very outset, yes, this province has been rested for a long, long time, ever since independence. One has seen a lot of activities in Balochistan for many, but in between, of course, it has subsided. But again, it has caught up primarily because Baluchis, which comprises over almost 3/4 of the land, but just a population of about 3.6% of Pakistan, which has been neglected by the Pakistan government all along. There is absolutely resource rich when it comes to copper, when it comes to gold, when it comes to coal, when it comes to gas and other resources. And of course, the restiveness has increased because the Chinese have stepped in and occupied the Gwadar port, resulting in the fishery, which was the basic thing of living for the Baluchis over there, that has also been deprived of. So the Baluchis have always felt that they have been neglected by the Pakistan authorities. And not only just that, even the way they've been conducting the operations, people disappearing, all such are done. But the Balochistan Liberation Army has ensured Pakistan's on the back foot. And that is one reason why much of it is being ridiculed by Asim Munir to say that, well, all this thing, we can handle it. We have a huge army and this thing. I think that is why that particular thing has come out, that we also have about 5 lakh Baluchis who are ready now to be able to take over, and that sooner or later by 2026 end, they're almost wanting a recognition from the countries all over that Balochistan is a liberated country. But yes, there's a lot that needs to be done, lot needs to be even seen and conducted by the Baluchis. They are in control of 85% of the province. There is no denying the fact. The Baluchis are rather upset because they've been ill-treated. The kind of disappearing of the people. You see how Musharraf treated and how he almost got him knocked off in a village, in a cave. And subsequently also the way the leaders have been jailed for life is indicative that yes, Balochistan is a rested province. Sooner or later would get separated from Pakistan. Has all that is required to have in a nation. It has all the resources, it has all the manpower, it has all the land, it has an access to the sea, and therefore there's nothing that the Baluchi is required to be called a nation. And it's a sizable amount of land which is part of Pakistan today. And I think, yes, they need an international support. They do need to be told that, yes, we are with them for all time. They have their national flag, they have their national anthem, they are wanting to have their national currency. But yes, without the recognition from the world, which now seems not so very easy, because Pakistan has gone and sat in the in the lap of the United States of America. China, with which it has very, very close relationship, has a direct interest into the Gwadar port, which it wouldn't want to give it up. So there are a lot of complications, but yes, our sympathies are with the Baluchis, and we would much like Balochistan to be a province which is rich, prosperous, and meets the aspirations of the people of Balochistan. Yeah, sure.
All right. Thank you so much, General, for your valuable perspective on this issue. We are now getting some breaking news from Jammu and Kashmir.